This is Paul Fink, and welcome to this segment of the Ninja Communication course, Negotiation Mastery. This subject is near and dear to my heart because I've been studying this subject for over 25 years. Sales, negotiation, influence. Understand that as an entrepreneur, you are always marketing. You're always selling. You're always doing something that is going to connect you with another person and influence them to move with you, or you're doing things that are getting them to move away from you, guaranteed. Understand that when you communicate, your communication equals wealth. The words you use are power. The more powerful words you have, the more powerful you're going to be. Everything that you do is negotiation. Everything is negotiable. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a shirt in Walmart or whether you're talking about marketing your house. And as a real estate investor, you want this information. Whether you are looking to negotiate a brand new car for yourself or your family, everything is negotiable. Listen closely to the techniques and strategies I'm teaching you here. When you utilize them, you will instantly have an unfair advantage. Enjoy. Ninja Communication, Negotiation Mastery. This is your host, Paul Fink, Peak Performance Coach. Everything is negotiation. The better you are at negotiation, the more you will receive in your life. Realize negotiation is one of those aspects of life we face on a daily basis. It is essential that a person have powerful negotiation skills, as everything in life requires it. Through great negotiation techniques, you can be very successful at your work as well as your personal life. See, negotiation is not, however, manipulation. It is influence and persuasion, and the only difference between those two, influence and persuasion and manipulation, is the person's intent. What is your intent? Is it to move people to something that is not good for them, or to actually decide what is best for both you and for them, and then to persuade them, move them, negotiate everyone to that win-win scenario? You see, when I know it's for someone's best interest and I know it's the best possible option, I'm morally and ethically obligated to move you forward toward what I know is best. That's true negotiation. Negotiation is also creating a win-win scenario. It's finding the best solution for all concerned. And it's creating that solid understanding and that solid commitment with that person to make it happen. What I've identified are 7 proven lessons, 7 aspects to negotiation mastery I want to cover with you today. One is be agreeable. No matter what is said, no matter what they are looking for, and they being the person you're negotiating with, whatever that person wants, say yes first. Understand, I'm not saying say yes to the thing that they're wanting. I'm saying be agreeable and then ask for details. This is what I mean. When someone says, I see how you could perceive the price to be too high, I'm agreeing with them, aren't I? I'm not saying the price is too high. I'm saying I could see how you could perceive it as such. I would then follow up with, what exactly do you mean by too high? Or here's another way of approaching it. How much higher is it? Great questions. Take note. Negotiation tactic number 2. Some of the proven lessons for negotiation mastery is walk away. Or at least be willing to walk away. You must be willing to lose it all to receive all that you want. Really masterful negotiators know that as soon as they are able to move the negotiations to the point where it is all or nothing, they're more apt to win. They're more apt to create this scenario that they're looking for because the other person does not have that same commitment to lose it all or to get nothing, or more precisely, to receive it all or get nothing. Be willing to lose it all, and you will lose it all a lot less. Number 3, give to get. Realize with every negotiation there is a dance that goes on, a process. Give a little, get a little. Give a little, get a little. Let them win a bit. Creating your negotiations, creating your offers, for instance, some aspects to it that you're willing to concede. Ask for more than you expect, for instance. That way you can give up some of those aspects that you originally asked for and still get to the spot where you are winning. Let them open the door for you versus you open the door for them. Let them take control by driving to the destination. These are little ways that you can let them win just a bit. You can also do it in negotiations or in concessions, if you will. Little concessions do increase the trust from the other party and make them a little less resistant to the whole process of negotiation. So early on, make small concessions. Make it appear, at the very least, like you are willing to work with the person. Giving those little concessions will build that trust. 3.5, 3.5 if you will, is lead with if then. Whenever we're doing that give take back and forth with concessions in negotiation, what I really love, and this is a proven technique that works magic, is say if then statements whenever possible. When offering solutions, ask, don't state. For instance, I had a client who came to me and they were negotiating about paying for a specific program, and they said, well, I can pay you $2,000 today and then I can make the rest in 3 monthly payments. Would that be okay? Much more of a statement, especially the first part of that sentence. And because it's a statement, I knew I had won, because they had committed to giving me $2,000 today, regardless of whether I said it was okay for the 3 monthly payments or not. What they could have said is, if I pay you $2,000 today, can I make the rest in 3 monthly payments? It would have been a small concession I would have made in allowing 3 monthly payments to get that $2,000 today. Here's another way of stating it, or another example. If I give you a specific concession, can I get that concession or another concession back from you? It's then, if I do this, will you do that for me? And that if-then equation, as you ask for concessions, works magic with your negotiations. Number 4, never accept the first offer. Oftentimes, a masterful negotiator will build numbers into their offer, build concessions that they can lose, build up things so asking for more than they ever expect to get in that first offer, which means never accept it. In accepting it, you are giving them more than they even expected and not getting a win-win scenario for yourself. There is always a better offer coming. Number 5 is the follow-up to that, because not only will you Number 4, never accept the first offer. In number 5, never make the first offer. The person who makes the first offer often loses. There is power to being responsive rather than proactive in this particular case. Never make the first offer. Number 6, get them to commit. Get them committed. How do you get someone committed? How do you get them committed to the process? Get them committed to actually following through. You're doing a real estate deal, for instance, and you've got a buyer and you've got a seller. How do you get the other party to want to close and absolutely never, ever, ever want to back out? You get them committed financially. Get a down payment. You get them committed emotionally by getting involved in the process, by getting involved in purchasing it, by having them visualize living in the home. You get them committed time-wise, and this is really key with negotiations. Oftentimes you'll see people wanting to put through a negotiation through a process, get to the final destination as quickly as possible. Oftentimes the wise negotiators take their time with it, knowing that the more time the other party commits to that negotiation, to that process, the more likely they are going to do whatever it takes to close the deal, even if it means giving up some concessions at the last minute. You can also get people committed via effort. Time is one way, effort is another. Have them do a lot of due diligence around the process of negotiating with you, a lot of effort to jump through hoops to make that deal work. They're more likely to give up concessions and less likely to let go of the deal when they've put forth that kind of effort. Getting them committed will increase your power in the negotiation process. And last, number 7, ask good questions. Ask them questions about what their intent is. Ask them questions about what they want to have happen, why they're doing what they're doing, why they're even looking to buy or sell at this particular moment in time. Ask good questions, and then please listen, listen, listen. You have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Use them in proportion. Ask the good questions and then shut up. A masterful negotiator knows how to listen, because the more they talk, the more you're going to get the information you need to close that deal and create power for yourself. This is your host, Paul Fink, Peak Performance Coach. This is Ninja Communication, Negotiation Mastery. These are the strategies and techniques that will empower you to get more yeses in your life, to get more out of every action that you take, to bring your life to exactly what you want by design. Utilize these techniques. Make them a part of your language. You'll be amazed at what happens. Thank you so much for being a part of this training and continuing to be a part of the process. We've only just begun. This is Paul Fink, your Peak Performance Coach and author. Now master your mind and master your life.